20th century brought some of the wackiest guns ever to see the light of day. And today, we're going to be looking at the top 5. Number 1, the Karaboy pistol. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Okay, the 2mm Karaboy pistol, or the Kar pistol, was the smallest commercially available center-firing cartridge ever. Patented in 1910 by Franz Patz and introduced 4 years later by the same guy. And the idea was it would accompany the semi-auto pistol that they had also made, both being marketed as defense weapons, but being 2mm, it was not very effective. The gun ended up being discontinued in 1914 with the outbreak of World War I. Number 2, the Kurflauf STRG-44. This gun literally means curved barrel in German. This bent barrel attachment for the SGG-44 assault rifle was developed by German engineers in 1943, and it included a periscope that were used to see around corners, and from a safe position, and it's just like that. It was a safe way for soldiers to shoot at the enemy without putting themselves in danger. And in theory, it was a really good idea, but in practice, it was not very good. Most of the times when it was used, it would explode the gun, it would explode the barrel, and more times than not, it was more deadly to the wielder than the actual enemy. And even if it didn't explode, the barrel's lifespan was only about 300 rounds. Number 3, the FP45. The FP45 Liberator was a single-shot .45 ACP pistol. Produced by the U.S. military in World War II, this gun was used by resistance forces in enemy-occupied territories. But other than that, it was never really issued to any other type of American soldier or any Allied soldier at all. There are even a few documented instances where this gun was used for its intended purpose. But keep in mind that most of the time, these fighters didn't have time to document these situations. So at the end of the day, it turned into they couldn't make these documents. And even if they did, there was a severe risk of them falling into enemy hands. And this inherent risk made it so that not a lot of records came to light. So don't forget that. So we only have a few recorded instances where it was used, but there are potentially more. We just don't know. It was invented by George Hund at the General Motors in 1944 or 1942. And today, very few remain because at the end of the war, a lot of them were destroyed. Number 4, the Type 94 Numba. This semi-automatic pistol was developed by Kurajo Numba in 1929 for the Imperial Japanese Army. After several redesigns, final product after testing was adopted by the Japanese Army in late 1934. This gun entered production in 1935, and only about 71,000 were ever produced. And it stopped in 1945. So crazy that only a couple tens of thousands were made in 10 years. That's it's not a lot. It's kind of crazy. Number 5, the Senegalese MK2. This gun was designed by Stanley M. Hoxton and manufactured by Senegalese Incorporated. This gun was designated by the U.S. Navy as a hand-firing mechanism, MK2. The U.S. made this gun as an assassin's gun. It was a single-shot break barrel and was never really used for anything other than putting in museums. So it was used by the OSS it was never really used, but if it was to be used, it would be used in assassination missions. They'd have it in the palm of their hand, as you can see on the picture, and they'd use their middle finger to shoot it. And it was a one-shot. It was very hard. It was obviously never used in combat. So that will be everything for me today. Don't forget to keep your 2mm gun in arm's reach just in case of use, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!